Søren Kierkegaard once said, "The most common form of despair is not being who you are. Look around you. The walking dead are everywhere. They breathe, they eat, they speak, but they are not alive. They stopped living years ago and didn't even notice. Today you're going to confront a truth that will make you uncomfortable. Most people exist in a state of perpetual sleep. They trade their souls for comfort, their dreams for security, their authentic selves for the approval of strangers who don't even care about them." By the end of this video, you'll understand why the masses live in quiet desperation, why society is designed to keep you sedated, and most importantly, how to wake yourself up before it's too late. This isn't motivational, this is confrontation. Plato described this perfectly in his allegory of the cave. Most humans are chained watching shadows on a wall, believing those shadows are reality. And when someone breaks free and tries to show them the truth, they attack him. They prefer the comfort of their chains. Think about the average person's life. They wake up to an alarm they hate, go to a job that drains them, come home too exhausted to think, consume entertainment designed to numb them, sleep, repeat. They call this living, but it's not life, it's systematic death. Friedrich Nietzsche warned us, he said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." But most people never found their why. They borrowed someone else's, their parents' expectations, society's script, the culture's programming. They're living a borrowed existence and they wonder why they feel empty. The system is designed this way, not through some grand conspiracy, but through collective cowardice. Society needs workers, not thinkers, consumers, not creators. It needs you predictable, manageable, and afraid. Arthur Schopenhauer understood the darkness. He wrote, "Life swings like a pendulum backward and forward between pain and boredom." Most people choose boredom because it's safer than pain. They numb themselves with work, with screens, with substances, with anything that keeps them from confronting the void. We live in the most sedated era in human history. Every discomfort has a solution. Every moment of silence has a distraction. Every hint of existential dread has an escape. Feeling lonely? Scroll through social media and pretend digital connection is real. Feeling purposeless? Buy something. The dopamine hit lasts just long enough to forget the question. Feeling mortal? Don't think about it. There's a new series to binge. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." But modern man cannot face this. The thought of death terrifies him because he never truly lived. He's been busy being busy, mistaking motion for meaning. The average person spends their life preparing to live. They'll start that business next year. They'll travel when they retire. They'll be honest with themselves tomorrow. Meanwhile, years pass. The window closes, and one day they wake up old, realizing they were always waiting for permission that never came. Blaise Pascal observed that all of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. We've built an entire civilization to avoid that silence, because in that silence, the questions emerge. Who am I? What am I doing? Is this all there is? These questions are dangerous. They wake people up. So society offers endless distractions, endless noise, endless shallow pleasures that promise fulfillment, but deliver only temporary relief. You think you're free because you can choose between 50 brands of cereal. You think you're free because you can vote. You think you're free because no one is physically restraining you. But Jean-Paul Sartre revealed the deeper prison. Man is condemned to be free because once thrown into the world, he is responsible for everything he does. Most people cannot handle this responsibility, so they give it away to their job, to their relationships, to their addictions, to anything that will make the decisions for them. True freedom is terrifying. It means you have no one to blame, no excuses, no safety net of predetermined meaning. You must create your own purpose in a universe that offers none. Most people reject this. They prefer the comfortable lie that someone else knows better. Albert Camus wrote, "There is only one really serious philosophical question, and that is suicide." He wasn't advocating for it. He was pointing to the fundamental question everyone avoids. If life has no inherent meaning, why continue? His answer was rebellion. Create meaning anyway. Live fully in the face of absurdity. But most people choose a different path. They commit psychological suicide instead. They kill their authentic self slowly, replacing it with a socially acceptable version. The mask becomes so permanent they forget there was ever a face beneath it. Society operates on an unspoken agreement. We'll all pretend this makes sense if you pretend with us. We'll call this freedom. We'll call this success. We'll call this happiness. Just don't ask too many questions. Don't look too closely. Don't break the spell. Thomas Hobbes said life in the state of nature was solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. So we built civilization. But in the process we built new cages, prettier ones, more comfortable ones, but cages nonetheless. The modern cage is built from expectations. You're supposed to want certain things, a career, a house, a family, retirement. Anyone who wants something different is viewed with suspicion. The herd instinct is strong. Deviate, and you'll be corrected. Persevere in your deviation, and you'll be ostracized. Nietzsche called them the last men, those who blink and say, "We have invented happiness." They've optimized for comfort and called it living. They've eliminated risk and called it wisdom. They've chosen safety over truth and congratulated themselves for their prudence. When was the last time you had an authentic thought? Not something you read, not something you were taught, not something that's socially acceptable. A real, raw, uncomfortable truth about yourself or the world. Most people go years without one. They're too busy performing, playing the role they've been assigned. The good employee, the dutiful child, the responsible parent. These roles aren't inherently wrong, but when they become your entire identity, you disappear. Søren Kierkegaard warned, "The greatest danger, that of losing one's own self, may pass off as quietly as if it were nothing. Every other loss, that of an arm, a leg, $5, a wife, is sure to be noticed. You can lose yourself so gradually you don't even notice it's happening. You stop saying what you think. You stop doing what you want. You stop feeling what you feel. You replace it all with what you should think, should want, should feel. And one day you wake up a stranger to yourself." Ralph Waldo Emerson observed, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. But most people never attempt it. The pressure to conform is relentless. And conformity is comfortable. Rebellion is lonely. Here's what no one wants to tell you. Life is suffering. It's hard, it's painful, it's unfair. No amount of positive thinking changes this fundamental reality." Buddha's first noble truth. Life is suffering. This isn't pessimism, it's realism. Once you accept this, you stop waiting for life to get easier. You stop thinking happiness is around the next corner. You stop blaming external circumstances for your internal state. Viktor Frankl survived Auschwitz and wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." He lost everything, his family, his freedom, his work. But he retained the one thing no one could take, his choice of attitude, his ability to find meaning even in hell. Most people will never face conditions that extreme, yet they surrender much faster. A setback at work, a failed relationship, a financial loss. They crumble. Why? Because they never built inner strength. They outsourced their sense of self to external validation. Epictetus, who was born a slave, taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." He had nothing, yet he was freer than most people who have everything, because freedom is internal, and most people are imprisoned by their own fears. You want to know the darkest truth? Nothing you do matters. Not in the grand scheme of things. The universe doesn't care about your achievements. Time will erase everything you build. Death will take everything you love. This is where most people spiral into nihilism. If nothing matters, why do anything? But here's the paradox. If nothing matters objectively, then everything matters subjectively. You get to decide what's meaningful. You get to create purpose. Nietzsche declared, "God is dead." Not as celebration, but as warning. Without a universal source of meaning, we're alone, responsible for creating our own values in a valueless universe. Most people cannot handle this responsibility, so they fill the void with distractions, never confronting the fundamental emptiness. But the few who face it directly discover something profound. When you stop waiting for permission, for a sign, for external validation, you become truly free. When you accept that life has no inherent meaning, you stop being paralyzed by choice. You simply choose. Camus wrote, "The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion." This is the answer. Not escapism, not numbness. Full engagement with life despite its absurdity. So what do you do with this information? Most people will watch this video, feel uncomfortable for a moment, then return to their comfortable sleep. They'll hit the like button and change nothing. But a few of you will feel something shift, a recognition, a remembering. You've been asleep. You've been trading your life for comfort. You've been dying slowly while calling it living. Seneca warned, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." You're not running out of time. You're running out of life. Because you're spending it on things that don't matter to you, trying to impress people you don't care about, pursuing goals you never wanted. The first step is brutal honesty. Look at your life without the comforting lies. What are you avoiding? What are you pretending? What are you afraid to admit even to yourself? The second step is taking responsibility. No one is coming to save you. No perfect moment will arrive. No external change will fix your internal emptiness. You have to do the work. You have to face the discomfort. You have to choose consciously and deliberately to live. The third step is action. Not someday. Today. Right now. What's one thing you've been avoiding because it's hard, because it's scary, because it might fail? Do it anyway. Stop waiting for permission. Stop preparing to live and start living. Heidegger spoke of being toward death, the awareness of mortality that gives life urgency and meaning. Most people live as if they're immortal. They waste time like it's infinite. They postpone life like they can always do it tomorrow. But you can't. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. You might not wake up. You might get that diagnosis. You might run out of time before you run out of excuses. Marcus Aurelius practiced memento mori, remembering death. Not to be morbid, but to be present. To recognize that this moment is all you have. This day, this choice, this breath. So here's your choice. Continue the comfortable death you've been living, or wake up and face the uncomfortable truth. You are free. You are responsible. You are running out of time. Most people will choose comfort. They'll return to their sedation, their distractions, their borrowed lives, and they'll die having never truly lived. But not you. You watched this for a reason. Something in you is already awake. It's been whispering that something is wrong, that you're meant for more than this, that you're wasting yourself. Listen to that voice. It's the only real thing left. Nietzsche's final wisdom: he who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Find your why. Not the one society gave you. Not the one that sounds impressive, the real one. The one that makes you come alive even if it terrifies you. And then live it, fully, completely, without apology. Because the alternative is dying while pretending to be alive. And you've been doing that long enough. The uncomfortable truth is this: you've been dead, but death isn't permanent until the body stops. Right now, you can wake up. You can start living. The question is, will you?